Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a die-hard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. If you're a die-hard Dallas Cowboys fan, or even just a casual NFL follower, today's video is going to blow your mind. We're diving into some huge news that has the entire league buzzing. Ezekiel Elliott, one of the most iconic players in recent Cowboys history, has officially made his decision about his future. That's right, the rumors and speculation have been confirmed. Zeke is leaving the Cowboys, and there's so much to unpack here. So, stick around as we break it all down, analyze what this means for the Cowboys, and, of course, what's next for Zeke as he moves forward in his career. Now, let's talk about how we got here because, honestly, this decision didn't come out of nowhere. Over the past couple of seasons, there's been a lot of chatter about Zeke's role with the Cowboys, his performance, and whether or not he was still worth the hefty contract that Dallas gave him back in 2019. Remember that deal? 6 years, $90 million, with 50 of that guaranteed. At the time, it made him the highest-paid running back in NFL history, and it was seen as a massive statement from Jerry Jones and the Cowboys organization. They were saying, "Zeke is our guy. He's the engine that makes this team go." And for a while, he lived up to that. But let's be honest. In the NFL, things change quickly. Running backs age faster than almost any other position, and the harsh reality is that teams are constantly looking for younger, cheaper options. For Zeke, it wasn't just about age, it was about production. After leading the league in rushing yards during his rookie season in 2016 and again in 2018, his numbers started to dip. Injuries played a role, no doubt, but there was also the emergence of Tony Pollard, who quickly became a fan favorite. Pollard brought a fresh spark to the offense, and it became clear that the Cowboys had a dilemma on their hands. The tipping point came last season. While Zeke still had his moments, those short yardage conversions, those goal line touchdowns, it was Pollard who was making the explosive plays. Pollard was faster, more elusive, and simply more dynamic. By the time the Cowboys got to the playoffs, it was clear that Pollard was the future. Then, the unthinkable happened. Pollard suffered that devastating injury against the 49ers. Suddenly, the Cowboys were left wondering if they had put too much stock in one player. This offseason, the writing was on the wall. The Cowboys' front office had tough decisions to make, and Zeke's massive contract loomed large. Despite his loyalty to the team and everything he's done for the organization, the numbers just didn't add up. Cutting Zeke saved the Cowboys over $10 million in cap space, and as painful as it was a business decision. So now, here we are. Zeke is officially leaving Dallas, and the question on everyone's mind is, what's next for him? Let's be real, Zeke is far from done. He's only 28 years old, and while that might be considered old for a running back, he's still got plenty left in the tank. The guy is a physical beast, and his ability to pick up tough yards and block in pass protection is something any team would value. The rumors about where he might land have been swirling for months. Teams like the New York Jets, Cincinnati Bengals, and even the Buffalo Bills have been mentioned as possible destinations. Imagine Zeke joining a contender and bringing that veteran presence to a team on the cusp of a Super Bowl run. And let's not forget about the emotional side of this. Zeke's departure is a gut punch for Cowboys fans. This is a guy who's been the heart and soul of the team for years. Those iconic Feed Me celebrations, his chemistry with Dak Prescott, and the way he carried the team on his back during some of their toughest games, that's not something you forget easily. Fans have been flooding social media with tributes, sharing their favorite Zeke moments, and thanking him for everything he's done for the Cowboys. It's a bittersweet moment, for sure. But what about the Cowboys? Where do they go from here? The good news is that Tony Pollard is still in the mix, and all signs point to him being fully recovered from his injury. The Cowboys also have some young talent they're excited about, and there's always the possibility of bringing in another veteran running back for depth. The front office has made it clear that they're committed to building a championship-caliber team, and that means making some tough calls. Losing Zeke hurts, but if it helps the Cowboys create a more balanced and explosive offense, then it might be a blessing in disguise. Let's also talk about how this affects Dak Prescott. Dak and Zeke have been inseparable since they both joined the Cowboys in 2016. They've been through the highs and lows together, and their bond was a huge part of the team's identity. Losing Zeke means Dak will have to adjust, not just on the field but also in the locker room. It's going to be interesting to see how Dak steps up as a leader and whether he can elevate the team without his longtime running mate. One thing's for sure, this move signals a new era for the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones has always been a win-now kind of owner, and this offseason has been all about positioning the team for a deep playoff run. With the NFC wide open and teams like the Eagles and 49ers looking strong, the Cowboys know they need to make every move count. Cutting Zeke frees up cap space, gives them more flexibility, and sends a message that no one is untouchable. As for Zeke, he's going to have a chip on his shoulder wherever he lands. You can bet he's heard all the talk about him being washed up or past his prime, and he's going to be out to prove the doubters wrong. It's going to be fascinating to watch how this plays out. Will he join a contender and make a run at a Super Bowl? Or will he go to a team that gives him a chance to be the lead back again? Whatever happens, one thing is certain: Zeke Elliott isn't done making headlines. Before we wrap this up, let's take a moment to appreciate everything Zeke has meant to the Cowboys. From his dominant rookie season to his incredible playoff performances, he's given fans so many unforgettable moments. While his time in Dallas has come to an end, his legacy as one of the all-time greats in franchise history is secure. And who knows? Maybe down the line, we'll see him back in a Cowboys uniform for a one-day contract to retire as a member of the team. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. This is a huge story, and I want to hear from you in the comments. Do you think the Cowboys made the right decision in parting ways with Zeke? Where do you think he'll end up next? And how do you feel about the future of the Cowboys offense? Let me know your thoughts. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We've got plenty more Cowboys news and NFL updates coming your way, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.